All right, let's get started with this video, pranksters. Oh, this chair's too high. All right, I gotta adjust it. What's up, pranksters? This was too far back. What's up, pranksters? I just got done shooting my video for my other channel, Next Projects. But basically what I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video is how to set up some booby traps around your house using water balloons. That doesn't mean that we're gonna fill them up with just water. For example, in one of these pranks, we're gonna be using shaving cream, and in another is just plain air. So if you wanna know how to set up some balloon booby traps, check it out. Let's get these booby traps started, pranksters. So for this first one, we're gonna be booby trapping a drawer. So if you happen to have one of these in the kitchen, then that is perfect. You're also gonna need a water balloon and a push pin, and of course some tape. So basically what you're gonna be doing first is you're gonna be filling up this water balloon with water. Make sure it's the right size so that it's very snug when you close this drawer. This is the right size right here. So open the drawer as far out as you can, and then you're gonna place the water balloon inside. And as you can see, like I said, it's got to be very snug, so it barely goes through. So you might want to secure that balloon on there with some double-sided tape underneath. So get yourself a little piece and then just fold it so it's sticky on both sides. And then, like I said, place it underneath so that the balloon will stick onto the drawer. And then just close up the drawer. And like I said, it's got to be snug, so it barely goes through, and that's great. That's what we want. Up next, we're gonna tape this push pin with the pointy part facing the balloon. So find a good spot inside the drawer to put this in. It might get a little dark just because of the positioning of the camera, but I'm actually, like I said, I'm gonna put the push pin right here inside the drawer, and it's gonna be facing the balloon. So I'm gonna be using tape just to secure it on top. Make sure it'll stick on very tightly, that it doesn't move. The vital part is that it's pointing at the balloon. So pretty much close up the drawer, and whoever opens it will be in for a surprise. You can close the drawer all the way or leave it slightly open, it's fine. Now another thing you can do is actually spread some Kool-Aid inside the drawer just to make a bigger mess. Now I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like cleaning this up. But if you wanna get creative, of course, add Kool-Aid. Add whatever you want in there. That way it'll make a bigger mess. So now I'm just gonna show you the demo. So your victim's gonna come over and he or she's gonna open the drawer, and this is what's gonna happen. Oh man, look at that, pranksters. Look at the mess I gotta deal with. Oh, the tripod's leg is showing, but look, I gotta clean all that up. So I better hurry with this clip, and oh man, this is taking too long. All right, gotta get this out of the way. As you can see, I just made a big mess while attempting to do this demo. So there's the mess I gotta clean up, pranksters. I gotta clean up that mess. And you know why I gotta clean up that mess? Because I gotta get the floor ready for my next prank, which will probably leave it worse than what it is right now. So maybe I shouldn't even clean it. Alright, pranksters, let's get to the next prank. I decided not to clean up that mess because I figured it was a waste of time. So I'm just gonna move on to this next prank. And in this prank, again, we're gonna be using this drawer. But the twist to this is that we're gonna flip it over. So flip the drawer over upside down, and it should look like this. Right here, I filled the balloon with water, and I'm gonna tape this on the bottom of the drawer using, of course, tape. So I'm gonna use about 2 strips of tape. So do that like I'm about to do. And this is fairly easy, pranksters, because it doesn't require much work. Pretty much the balloon does everything. And well, not just the balloon and the push pin. Now all we gotta do is put this back. But before we put this back, we gotta tape another push pin right here. Right in this area, pointing outward. Why? Well, because when the drawer is pushed in, of course the balloon is gonna hit the push pin, and like we've proven before, the push pin always wins. The balloon is gonna end up losing this battle. So this is gonna be an awesome prank. With the help of some tape, I've secured the push pin right there, right underneath where the drawer is gonna be. So I'm just gonna put the drawer back in there. Of course, that drawer is gonna have the balloon taped underneath, and that's the booby trap, pranksters. So let's just put the drawer back so I can show you guys the demo. All right, so what do we have here underneath the drawer? We got the balloon and the push pin, face to face, looking at each other, about to go into battle. Yeah, we know who's gonna win, right? So anyway, pranksters, that's what's gonna happen. So you leave the drawer open like this, and then you run like hell. Literally, just go and hide. And whoever, obviously, if they're walking around the kitchen and only one drawer is open and for no reason, then they're just gonna slightly push it in, and that's when they'll fall for this booby trap. So I'm gonna show you how that's gonna go down. I'm gonna push it forward and let's see what happens. Yep, just like I expected. The balloon popped, and actually, oh man, look at that. A lot of it went in there. So a lot of it went inside the cabinet underneath. Somebody's shoes might get wet. Well, obviously somebody's gonna get wet, and it's gonna be that person that pushes that drawer inside. So that's it, pranksters. 2 big messes that I have to clean up now. Well, now it's just one whole mess, but you know what I mean. So as soon as I clean this up, I'm gonna show you the 3rd prank of this video. For this next prank, we're gonna be booby trapping a chair, but not just any chair. It's gotta be one of these adjustable chairs. For example, right here, I'm using this this kitchen stool that I have right here. This one has a lever underneath, and this lever allows for the chair to adjust to any height. So we're gonna be booby trapping that with the help of a balloon. Now this prank is similar to another prank that I did. It was more of an office prank that you can do on an office chair. And well, in that video I actually used an egg and I placed it on the lever. But in this video we're gonna be using a balloon, and not just any balloon, because this balloon is gonna be filled with shaving cream. So let's get started with that prank. Here we got our shaving cream, so we're gonna shake it up a bit just so it works better. And then we're gonna take the nozzle and stick it inside the tip of the balloon like this. And pranksters, when you're doing this, you gotta hold it really tight. Make sure nothing comes out. So make sure it's very, very tightly wrapped around the nozzle. And then that's when you squeeze it and fill it up to the desired size. Now the size might vary depending on the chair you're gonna be using. So I'm just gonna fill it up to a certain size. Just like that. And what I like about these is that the slightest thing will pop them. And again, the push pin will come in very, very handy. I placed it down there and it fits perfectly. So now I can easily tie it and it'll secure that shaving cream in there. All right, pranksters. Well, okay, so it's round 3 for these guys. Push pin versus balloon. Of course, we all know who's gonna win. But this is the way I've set up things. So I got the push pin facing the balloon. The push pin is actually taped underneath the chair, and the balloon is taped to the lever. So when the lever is pulled up, and it's gonna push into the balloon, and of course it's gonna pop. So that's the booby trap, pranksters. So your victim is pretty much gonna grab the end of this lever and push up. So they're not really gonna notice the balloon. Well, they will, but at that point it'll be too late because the balloon would have already popped. They might have shaving cream on their hand or on the floor, on their shoes, or all over the place. So that's something they're gonna have to clean up. So let's give you guys a little demo. Oh, there you go. This prank is very unpredictable because sometimes it'll actually get on their hands, sometimes it'll fall on their shoes, it'll fall on the floor, they're gonna step on it. If it has carpet, it's gonna be funny. So yeah, pranksters, this looks like ice cream. Well, yeah, that's the prank. If you get a chance to try this, go for it. If not, it's just fun to know. But yeah, that's the prank right there. On to prank number 4. And for this, you're gonna need a large party balloon about this size. It's usually a big one. And then some party snaps, or if you want to call them poppets, because it says on there, call them poppets. I call them party snaps because that's how I grew up calling them. So here they are. What we're gonna do is fill up the balloon with these. Now it varies depending on how much you want to add in there. So I'm gonna add pretty much the whole bag inside the balloon. So let's get started by doing that. So one by one, you're gonna stick the party snaps in there, and then make sure they go all the way down, all the way to the very bottom, and then keep doing that until you filled up the balloon. Now obviously you're not gonna fill the whole balloon to the point that it expands. No, we're gonna use air for that. So once you feel like you've put enough party snaps in there, that's when we're gonna fill up the balloon with air. So just pretty much keep adding party snaps inside. So it's got a significant amount of party snaps in there already, as you guys can see. A little pouch of party snaps. So that's enough. So now we're just gonna fill it up with air, so you can do that with your mouth, of course. Oh, one already popped in there. So there you go, there's the party snaps inside the balloon. And so all you gotta do is tie the balloon. All right, pranksters, what I have here is a strip of tape. Now I'm gonna place this strip on top of the balloon, right on the tail. And then we're gonna stick this piece of tape behind any door like this one. So this one will be just right. Now we gotta figure out when the door is open, where the balloon is headed. Obviously it's gonna be headed towards the door, it's gotta. So if it doesn't have a wall behind the door, then this prank won't work. Well, in this case, it has another door. So as you can see, there's one door, then there's another one right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a push pin on this door so that it meets the balloon when the door is opened. Okay, so the prank is set. I've placed a push pin on this wall, which is the door. And then of course the balloon is right there. So the door is gonna open, the balloon is gonna meet the push pin, and we all know that the balloon is never gonna win. Not only is the balloon gonna pop, because these balloons make a really loud popping sound, but also the party snaps are gonna fly all over the place. Well, they're gonna end up on the floor. So it gives it extra noise, and it'll startle, it'll scare your victim. So let's see what's gonna happen when your victim opens that door. So I'm gonna turn the knob and pretend like I'm opening the door. Oh, that's loud. Oh, pranksters, I'm wearing my mask right now. Yes? Oh, and it was still really loud. Oh, but yeah, it sounds like somebody got shot a few times. And yeah, it's really loud. Like I said, it's gonna startle, scare the hell out of your victims. So go ahead, try it out. They all make messes. Well, this one makes a mess too, but you can easily scoop it up with a broom and dustpan. But yeah, it's not that messy and it's very effective. So let me know if you guys try it out. Let me know what happens. And now we're down to our last prank. And right here I have a balloon. It's already filled with water, as you can see. We're not gonna use push pins this time, but we are gonna use some safety pins. Well, you only need one. So undo it, make sure it's opened. And right here in the middle, you're gonna tie a piece of string to it. So that's what I'm about to do. The string should be about 1 foot long. Just like this, pranksters, as you can see, I've tied on the string onto the safety pin. And on the other end of the string, I tied a couple of knots because it's gonna help give it extra grip when you tape this onto any door. And I'm gonna show you that in a bit. But first, we're gonna tape this end of the safety pin onto the balloon, and you guys have seen this trick before. I've used it to pop other balloons in different pranks that I've done before. But yeah, we're gonna tape the pointy end onto the top of the balloon like this. So use tape for that, and there it is. It should look like this. And the last step, pranksters, is to actually put this balloon on top of a door. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Tape this end onto the door. Make sure it's very secure on top of there, because we're gonna need the string to stay put while the balloon drops. And when the balloon drops, the pin is actually gonna stab into the balloon and it's gonna pop. As you guys know, sometimes the balloons, when they drop, they don't pop. For example, if you have a water balloon fight and you throw it at somebody, sometimes it won't pop. It'll actually hit them and then drop on the floor, and that's when it pops. And that's a big letdown. So let's say you're trying to do this prank without the pin, and you just put a balloon on top of a door, and when somebody opens it, the balloon drops. The balloon might not pop. So we want to make sure that balloon pops. That's what the safety pin is there for, to make this balloon pop before it even hits the floor. So let me show you the example on an actual door. I've already set up the balloon. It's on top of the door, and the string that is tied to the safety pin is actually taped on the door as well. Now I've taped it on the front just for example purposes, because obviously somebody would be able to see it. I mean, not really, unless they look up. This would normally have to be on top of the door as well, so it has to stay out of sight. But I just wanted to show you guys how I did it. So that is taped on the door, and like I said, the balloon is on top of the door. So when the door is pushed open, the balloon is gonna drop, and that safety pin is actually gonna pop the balloon. So the person opening that door is gonna get wet for sure. And as always, that's gonna be me. I really don't wanna get wet, pranksters. But before I show you that demo, you might You recognize this logo? Yes, that's the logo from my latest channel, Cinex TV. If you haven't, please check it out. Go subscribe and check out the newest videos I put on there. So yeah, guys, follow me on there. Now, finally, time to do that demo. Time to get wet. So, and that door is pretty tall, so in this take I look pretty short, but whatever. Let's do it. And there it is. That's my shirt. Like I said, that push pin guarantees that the balloon will pop. It's time to wrap this up. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I definitely enjoyed making this video for you guys. It was really fun. It's always fun when you use water balloons or any type of balloons. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You might want to stay away from these pranks because they are kind of messy. But if you have to get payback on somebody, then you got to do what you got to do, right, pranksters? And another thing I wanted to mention is the fact that we're well over 900,000 subscribers, and soon enough, hopefully before the end of the year, we get to 1 million subscribers. That would be freaking awesome, and I couldn't have done that without you guys. We got to this point together, so we're gonna get to that million together. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, just like I appreciate you guys watching this video. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. I got a whole bunch of candy here on the table because in this video, I'm gonna do a bunch of pranks. Hit it till it breaks. So, I have a bottle of hot sauce here, and what I'm gonna do is fill it up with it. So put the noodle inside the wrapper, and then just, pass it off as candy. Here's a roll of pennies, about 50 cents worth. So just put the roll inside the wrapper. Take a lighter and begin to burn the tip. I am just gonna push down on this and take out as much candy as I can.